Welcome back. To those of you that have not yet seen the first part of the Battle of Bentonville, I would highly recommend you go and take a look at that video. It's the most recent Grand Tactician video we've done. Now we are continuing, and this battle is a situation in North Carolina where a very large federal force is attacking, and we have to try and stop them. We've sent quite a few skirmishers out here into key points to pretty much just harass the enemy and keep them at bay for as long as possible, but now they are arriving with their main force, and we need to do our best to hold them here at the coal plantation, boys and girls. Now over here we've got a lot of smash enemy units, but these moving up right here in the center are fresh federal troops. And what I'm doing is actually setting some of my men behind the line again, because we've got actually a really nice location here to defend from. But I've also had very good luck basically fighting from the woods, and that's also what we're going to be doing here. So sending some units forward to the woods to sort of harass this group that's approaching, and at the same time get behind the natural cover, well, not man-made cover anyway, of this fence here. And hopefully that's going to be enough to completely stop the Federal Army's advance. I can't promise you anything, boys, but I can promise you I'll try my best to put these Federals in their place. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Alright, here we go, boys. So we've got our Hornet's Nest. I was actually surprised that 3rd Brigade over here has rallied back. I'm going to send one of our forward infantry units to engage, because they are going to keep getting flanking shots on us. That's going to be an absolute nightmare. We will always come back to the line to face the larger group, so for now we'll send these guys forward, but with the plan of bringing them back eventually. Plenty of these federal units that have taken huge casualties are coming back to the fight. I have to say, that's pretty commendable. Yeah, boys. There we go. Our boys are moving into position. Exactly what we want over here in the woods. Get a good view on the enemy. He can't see us, but we can see him. That's what I like to do. Alright, come on, son. We're actually going to catch them on the retreat here with our other infantry. That's what I'm looking for. Open fire. Open fire. Send 3rd Brigade out of here. You can see there that 3rd Brigade has already fought in the first part of this battle, losing 409 men. I want to make them regret even thinking about returning to the fight. Fire! Fire at will, boys. There we go. Let's make sure that Ryan is up there firing too. But I like that, hitting them on the other side of this little creek. They've got no choice but to face us. Let's face it. Pun intended. Alright, this guy is, of course, getting back behind the line. But you know what? I'm actually going to take Butler and move him up here to where we've got the Hornet's Nest. That's right, I'm risking it. I'm a risky general, what can I say? So I'm going to push him up here to the Hornet's Nest, and hopefully he will be able to hold on to this area. They're going to start pushing on the artillery soon, and we can't let them have it. Already so many good men on both sides have died just trying to hold this road and this plantation, and by damn it, we'll be the ones to hold it. Come on, boys. 2nd Brigade taking catastrophic losses. Of course, just about every brigade in this fight has taken catastrophic losses. Red, fire at will. These Napoleons have got to keep the enemy at bay, otherwise they roll right over our artillery, take out our entire army. Well, maybe not take out our entire army, but they're going to roll over our artillery and cause us some problems. I don't want that to happen. Come on, fire, boys, fire, damn it. Use everything you got, boys. There we go. I love it. We still got additional artillery coming from over here. Let's see how the fight across the canal is going. Just a small little skirmish, but if you were a part of one of these brigades, it wouldn't seem like such a small skirmish to you, would it? You're fighting for your life right here. better of us on this area here, without a doubt. Alright, we're moving up to the Hornet's Nest, and at this point, the enemy's already made it over here, as you can see. It's going to be interesting. How are the men going to react? I don't know. Come on, boys. Fire! Union moving up over here. Look at that. That's horrifying. We need these men to reload faster. They're just taking too long to reload. Standard Springfield rifle muskets. These must be green troops. Yeah, their training is good. So they've just made it out of academy. Not good enough, apparently. And there we go. This is why we sent the men here, guys. We're going to engage the enemy in the woods. And this is actually a swampy, woody area. If I just back up here, it's a wood and swamp area. So we are fighting them in the swamp. Nice, let him have it. Let him have it. There we go. Nice to see some volleys happening. There we go. Look at that artillery. I'm going to push forward. Not exactly charging, but I am pushing forward here. Reload, boys, reload. There we go, more dropping on the enemy side. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we can't hold all these areas. This unit is probably going to break. That's going to be Harrison's brigade. And now I think it's my chance to push these guys up, actually push them up here. I love that artillery. I think the artillery is the saving grace for us in this battle. And now, even though we've got some broken units here, that looks like a new unit, Slocum's men. We've got some additional enemy infantry arriving. Boy. And it looks like our scouting group, the unit that the group that we sent out here to, of course, harass and intimidate the enemy, they're not harassing anybody anymore. Fire! Get in the Hornet's Nest! Nice! There we go, guys. That's where we want our boys. Might not be able to hold on against all of them, but we can do a lot of damage to the enemy there. They're already falling back. They're not liking the situation one bit. And even over here, we managed to knock out a bunch of them. So technically, I would say our guys accomplished their mission, more or less, really damaging the enemy group here. We'll see by how much at the end of the battle, of course, but that's looking pretty good. I'm seeing piles and piles of federal bodies. And it looks like even across the canal, we lost the first unit, unfortunately, but the second unit, Granbury's brigade, did manage the 3rd brigade to start falling back. However, throughout this entire battle, and I don't know if it's the battle itself, the army's fighting, the Union has managed to outshoot us for the most part. So if anybody has any information on why that is, let us know. That's not the case in every battle at all. Hold, boys, hold. For the glory of the South, hold. Todd is very nervous. I don't blame the man. That's right. Get another volley off. Very nice. Very nice. And with the enemy unit outflanked, they're going to take some additional morale losses here. They might just end up routing. There's plenty more enemy units arriving over here from, where are they arriving from exactly? This road right here, the Goldsboro Road. Maybe should have called this the Battle of Goldsboro. Look at that. Harrison, you men fought very bravely. Look at that, guys. 354 losses, 436 men left. Unbelievable the way these men fought. Now I'm going to send Elliott Jr. up. Once again, his job is going to be to try and hold the enemy and harass them. But we're going to keep him back here. So once our men actually fall back almost to the line, we're we're going to have a larger unit of 1,400 men ready to face him. I think our men, their days in the tree line here are numbered. I will say that. We're going to have to fall back pretty soon. Although we are holding out beautifully here in the Hornet's Nest. Playing Dixie, boys. They're playing Dixie as they move forward. There we go, boys. Off to battle you go. Brave men, the lot of you. And there we go. Finally, Hardy's brigade pulled back, but they didn't even run. Like, they were just basically walking away from the battlefield. I'm guessing that with all they've seen, they are all experiencing shell shock right now. But thankfully, good old Elliot is going to be there to take their place and hold the line. We've still, of course, got that secondary line with the good old-fashioned wall. And this is going to be, of course, the last redoubt if the enemy gets that close. I'm hoping they don't. I'm hoping we've done enough damage to them that they can't really move much. But I just don't know, and unfortunately it looks like even Rhett's brigade here is starting to feel the pain. Under Taliaferro's command, under Hardy's command directly, these guys are going to break pretty soon too. Hold, boys, hold. We shall have victory on this day, brothers. It is terrifying, however, the fact that look at all of these men that are running from the battlefield. Now, we did get old John C. Pfizer back. He's decided to continue the fight. But, of course, the Federals are approaching, and they have quite a lot of men. We have tried to knock down as many as possible, but now with this unit over here, Rhett's brigade, struggling, I am very concerned about the future of our men on the field here. Luckily, we do have a secondary line, just in case. A bunch of additional units. I think the fellow who's having the fight across the canal, Ryan here, let's move him over here into the Hornet's Nest area. In fact, if we call that a retreat, he'll move a lot faster, so let's just do that. Get him over here, and look at that, getting some morale back. It looks like Butler is getting just a little bit, the tiniest bit of morale back. I want to make sure, though, that he's targeting 2nd Brigade. This unit right here, the North Carolina Junior Reserves. Are these actually Junior Reserves, like from the Academy? Oh my goodness. I kind of want to send them up and start engaging, but there are main line of defense back here, so we're probably just going to hold on, and best of luck to Elliot's brigade. I think they're probably going to end up breaking. It would be nice to have just one supporting unit. We do have, of course, Pfizer on the way, but Pfizer has lost a lot of his men, so I'm hoping just having our guys over here in cover is going to help us, and that the enemy will try to come on through, and we'll be able to stop them here. 145 losses on 1st Brigade, not enough. Really not enough when you're talking about a unit of how many here? How many? 1,700 men? We're not even going to put a dent in that. Alright, get in the Hornet's Nest. North Carolina, boys. Could use some reinforcements now, but we are definitely not receiving reinforcements for this fight. It's one of the worst in terms of how outnumbered we are as rebels. The 1st Brigade, they are taking serious losses, though. But still, you can never really break that 1,000. That's just tough to break. Hopefully, Pfizer's men, still 557, can get up here in time to continue doing damage to the enemy. Even if Elliot Jr. has to retreat, Pfizer will be there to hold his place and keep on shooting. The one thing I've been upset with is the damn artillery doesn't seem to have done anything line there and firing away at the enemy. What do we got here? Butler losing men, of course. Damn it, we know that, son. This artillery has just been a godsend, I will say that. An absolute godsend. And you can see a few of these units, Harrison's brigade, they can come back to the fight. Unfortunately, Harrison himself has been wounded in battle. That's not going to stop me from bringing him up over here. Right to the wall. Anybody that's willing to come back. It looks like a few of our generals, McLaws and Johnston, are trying to rally the men as best they can to return to the fight. Of course, not many men want to come back to a hellscape like this one. And if you guys saw, well, first of all, the first part of this video, but also if you saw the first part of this battle, you would understand the odds here. They are amazingly against us. Nonetheless, we're doing the best with what we've got. We've just been through hell and back. Been through the meat grinder. That'd be a nice name for the episode, the meat grinder. Alright, now they are coming for the main area here, the main defensive area. They're going to have to push on through the roads. So that's why we've got the juniors here, the junior reserves, a bunch of artillery, and some additional men. None of these men have seen combat, the men at least that are right on the wall. So they are fresh, although they don't have a lot of actual units in there. 200 in each of these. I think these are mainly skirmishers, but behind a wall they should be getting pretty good shots at the enemy without taking too much damage. As long as the enemy doesn't charge us, of course. There we go, Elliott Jr. still standing up to the feds, man. Look at that. 400 down now. Now we're just stacking them up and not without losses ourselves. This unit will be talked about in saloons all throughout the South. I can promise you that. I'm even tempted to move up another reserve, send Haygood's brigade, and keep hitting them, man. It's going so well here. Let's do it. We're going to send Haygood forward. I'm already sending Harrison forward to defend, but I think Haygood can actually engage the enemy from the woods again. Because, let's face it, eventually Elliott is going to break. Only 286 losses, though. He's got 1,114 men, as compared to the Union here. Nearly 400 men lost. I like them odds, although they have way more men than we do. Alright, here we go. Pfizer's here. Pfizer could also do some damage. Let's see just how close they are to the center. They are trying to break through, but we're still holding with the artillery. Must be firing canister shot here to stop the enemy. Okay, look at this. We've got rebel soldiers on the way. Fresh troops, boys. Confident and fresh. There we go. The artillery's going to be breaking very soon. Johnny comes marching home. Them to charge simply to get there faster, of course. And there we go, Pfizer with a new volley. Oh, boys and girls. Now we've got a nice group of rebels right there. Firing away at the enemy from the tree line. Is this going to be enough to potentially roll the enemy forward, roll the enemy back, roll them up? I don't know. I'm going to try them. Look at that, they're actually sending some of their infantry back over here to assist. That's a good sign for us. On, hey, good. Get up right there, close and personal, hey, good. Yeah, definitely breaking through the center, although we're okay here. They're not pushing over here. And Haygood should be in a position to fire very, very soon. Just trying to get the perfect view here. I have to say, the game's scroll feature is a little wily, a little fast. We can lower it a bit. Fire! Fire! Come on, Haygood. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, boys. Those are the kind of results we need. We're going to get Elliott Jr. also firing here. So now we've actually got the enemy moving up the center, and this is where our reserves come into play, I believe. reserves and our secondary units here, like Connor's Brigade. Look at this, guys. Harrison has arrived, too, and just in time to take up position on the wall. I think Elliot's doing great. Look at all the Federals down here. They're going to have to send in the surgeons for sure. Haygood's doing very, very well. Enfield rifle musket. Come on now, Haygood. I don't like this flank attack, however. So we're immediately responding to it, moving the forces forward, of course. Work as intended unless the enemy attacks this way. Alright, they've seen plenty of combat. Let's send Harrison's men forward. Oh, they're already firing. Beautiful. So you know what? Actually, they're doing great behind the wall here. Let's keep that going. We're just going to get Nethercut. Actually, we'll get him to hang out here. So we'll put the reserves there, and they'll still be behind the wall. I think that's going to work out the best for everybody. Let's make sure that Elliot Jr. turn this way to engage the Federals here. Otherwise, we're just getting flank attacked non-stop. Do the same with Pfizer. Sort of extending the line out here in the woods, in the tree line. And look at that. We got a true woodland battle here, man. What I wouldn't give for some good old-fashioned cavalry to roll through. If we can win the fight here, I think we have greatly damaged the enemy force. Incredibly, the battle is still moving in the direction of the Union, not in our direction. And that's because they can stand to lose a few thousand men. We can. So we've got to get some really good results here. Nethercut. Enemy might try going for a good old-fashioned charge, and actually, maybe we'll do a good old-fashioned rebel charge. I just don't know what the right option is here. I think holding on for now is the right idea. We have enough ammunition. Let's hold this strong position and keep on shooting the Federals down. That should be the right choice for now, at least, boys. Look at them dropping. Look at them dropping. Those trees aren't protecting any of them. Just want to make sure the enemy hasn't gone for any sort of flank attack. No, we still hold these positions. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my goodness. Had a little fight over here, guys, with Hardy. And it looks like a Federal unit. We're going to move up and try to engage. That's a surprise. Of course, the rest of our men have just retreated over here into the back of the swamp. Probably sipping on some moonshine after what they've seen. And I don't think the general's going to be able to get them back. But let's keep the fighting going on here. These men have also been through absolute hell. Both the Federals and our men. And that's why you see the battlefield just littered with units all over the damn place. We can take out that artillery. Let's try. Just go ahead and move forward a bit. Get into the tree line, boys. It looks like that's moving a little bit, guys, over to our side just a little bit. Nothing special. There we go, hitting the arty with a lot of damage, too. I'm skeptical that the artillery can even be very helpful with all of these trees in the way, but I could be wrong. Man, now we got a real battle on our hands. Keep it up, boys. Hold the line. I think it's a rebel's day, man. I really do. I'm going to try to get Pfizer in this little tiny gap so that we get even more firepower. Look at those beautiful shots. Well, it's good to see the reserves working here, and I'm really wondering if that's like junior as in like the cadets. That would be insane. I have heard about it happening in some Civil War battles. Let's focus on 3rd Brigade here. They're a real threat to this unit. And they're also a 4-star unit, whereas we have no stars. These are true, yeah, these have to be reserves. Just gonna try to hit as many of them as we can. Of course, that cannon being in front of us isn't doing us any favors. There we go. Looks like even our own artillery are targeting their cannons. And it's even looking pretty good on the battle map here, man. This is not looking so good, but the battle map's definitely does not favor the Union right now. Alright, reserves. It's time for a good old-fashioned rebel charge, boys. And there we go. The courier will get to him soon. Come on, courier. Not the greatest time to charge because that Union infantry is returning, but here we go. Bayonets at the ready. Huzzah! They'll continue this charge, guys. They'll go on through. Unbelievable work by our men. We've sent another Union force flying back the 1st Brigade, guys. These are the guys we've been engaged with since the beginning of the fight. Unbelievable. 887 of them dead, 963 still living. Well, you know, not necessarily dead, but dead or wounded. And I don't like that the Union is maneuvering over here. We're immediately going to turn. Try to get some guys on top of that hill there. It's a very small hill. Mainly what I'm trying to do is get in the tree line and keep on holding. Look at that, guys. That's a successful push. We've got 3rd Brigade advancing here. We might try a charge on 3rd Brigade, too. Let's continue the fury of this charge in the name of the South. Come on, boys. We're going to retreat before we even get to them. Look at that. There we go, guys. The charge is commencing. I don't know how effective it's going to be because I think the enemy is going to be out of our path by the time we make it there. Turn. We did not wind up in the best situation there, although in other parts of the fight, or in other parts of the battlefield, we're doing just fine. Charge, boys! Jefferson Davis. Nasty little fight while it continues. Of course, the enemy's still moving there on the left side, and I am just trying to readjust here. I don't know why he decided to do this weird move all the way around, but okay, we can actually probably just cancel that movement once he hits the road and get behind the wall. I'm thinking that's probably the safest idea for all of our units. Stay behind that damn wall. Unfortunately, it does look like our reserves are going to break soon, or maybe even surrender. They did their part, though. We do appreciate those boys. Oh, nice. Look at that. Never mind. We got them to run, guys. We got the 3rd Brigade to run. The young men held on just long enough. And I'm actually going to send them back here to the Hornet's Nest. It's once again under our control, although a lot of rebel dead over here. With all the time that's passed, you can see down here, of course, the time of day passing. I don't think they got surgeons to them in time. We just lost a lot of men due to exposure here. I mean, think about it. We're in a damn swampland at this point. It's all a swampy, nasty, muddy ground. Wounds are going to get infected. It's going to be pretty awful. Nobody's got water. It's hot as hell out here. Nice. They are going to be pushing through the woods. I feel bad that I took away units here. We might reposition units, but we'll keep our eyes on the enemy and sort of see how they're moving and basically decide from there. Hold. Plenty of skirmishers. Yeah, I'm just going to fall back with Elliott Jr.'s men. They've done a great job at holding the enemy back, so I want to get them up there and see if we can't keep on doing that. Again, the chance of us winning this battle, not exactly very high, guys. The Confederacy did lose this battle historically. We are trying to change history a bit here. Might as well move into the Hornet's Nest down over here. I kind of want to grab another another infantry unit as well. Yeah, let's get Kellogg's men. Come on, Kellogg. Send him over here to the road, and then we'll decide what to do with him once he gets there. Well, we're doing everything we can to turn the tide. As you can see, we have pushed forward just a little bit longer. There was a lot going on, obviously, and I wanted to get our men into position. So now we are going to try to continue to stop them over here. We did, of course, get routed from the Hornet's Nest. And over here, we continue to engage one of the enemy units, but it seems he's kind of run off, so we're bringing a lot of infantry back over this way. And, of course, the artillery is just working overtime here. I am really tempted to bring one of these infantry units, specifically Wilkinson, and just move him up here to the Hornet's Nest. We might as well get into that position again. Let's make it happen. The enemy is definitely ready for us now. Damn. Very ready for us. Come on, boys. So there we go. We've, of course, got this fight still going on over here. This is not really an actual point we need, but we might as well carry out the attack. Beat the Union here, of course, and then bring this unit, Colquitt's brigade, back to the main line. It looks like Colquitt himself has been wounded in this fight. These Union boys don't give up, that's for sure. It looks like they could be going for a charge. They're just getting really close here. Come on, boys, reload faster. We need that fast reload. We just can't dedicate any more troops to that. We have to really focus all of our troops over here, I think. And there we go. The boys are firing. That's a good sign. Not a lot of them. Come on, boys. Come on. Hold that position, Kellogg. And again, only 300 men. We're still trying to get a volley off. This is, of course, the group of men that have decided to take off the battlefield. The Union have just as many. In fact, if we zoom out, I don't know if we can see them now, but before we saw their shattered brigades. Completely shattered. I'm almost thinking we should grab this line and just push up into the woods, smash the Union while we can. But we can't give up these defensive areas. We just can't do that. Too reckless. See over here, we got more Union moving through, and they could be going to the western side over here. They might be trying something kind of fishy here. In fact, that's looking like what they're probably going to go for. Let's see if we can take anybody off the line at all. I mean, this would be so helpful. We've already got these guys moving up. Doesn't seem like a lot, just Wilkinson's men, but it'll make a little bit of a difference. And of course, they've knocked back that first group of skirmishers. They're going to get out of there. Lots of dead rebel skirmishers there on top. That's too bad, boys. Let's get in there. The battle is still very indecisive. And here we go. We got a fresh brigade. Not too fresh, actually. They've taken 155 shots. The Hardy's brigade is moving up. You can see the Federals are actually starting to run low on their own ammunition, man. Damn. Didn't think I would see the day that we see the actual Federals running low on ammo here. Been shot to pieces, boys. Been shot to pieces. Get in that tree line, boys. That's what I like to see. Let's take a look at 2nd Brigade here. 516 casualties, got 1,400 men left. 3rd Brigade, that's looking real nice. 764 casualties, 782 men left. Can get more than half of his men for sure. And look at that. Man, we we are going to love having these additional men. And look at that, guys. He is breaking. 3rd Brigade is breaking just as I thought. We are going to have to send this unit here, though, because now we know the enemy is turning to attack another location. We want to meet them where they want to fight. Keep on hitting 2nd Brigade here with the skirmishers. I think 3rd Brigade has had it. Doing over here on the left side. Oh, that's not good. If the infantry broke on the left side, they only had one task, and that was to hold. They have broken. Man. I hate having to do this. But we might need to bring some infantry over. That's going to take just way too long, I think. It's official, boys. We have to go out and meet the enemy. We have no choice. We have got to go out and meet the enemy, or else they're going to flank us. I'll leave one group behind, but the rest of our men are going out to fight. Our men have decided to get an easy target here with the retreating units. Why not? Let them get a volley. Now, I really want them to focus over here. That's the most important thing to me. Still holding the road, boys. That's what's important. We're still holding the coal plantation. Slowly closing in. And I think just these units might be able to handle the 2nd Brigade. I'm hoping. Although with 1,300, more than 1,300 men, you know what? Just to be sure, I'm going to send John Kennedy over here. Not that John Kennedy. This is John D. Kennedy. Are they related? Maybe. Maybe, although I don't think so. That's a Maryland family. That would be, they'd be from the north. Is changing rapidly. For sure, I can see what they're going to do. They're going to meet up with Mitchell and then bust on through this way and go right to Bentonville. So I'm hoping that our generals can actually get some of these units to come back. It looks like, look at that, Elliott Jr. is back to fight. We remember him from the beginning of the fight. He did a lot for us. So I'm going to bring Elliott Jr. in to hold the road. Go on, son. They got one of our rebel units to retreat. Unfortunately, completely shot them to pieces. We're still keeping up the fight, guys. In fact, Kennedy is getting into position right now. 700 men fresh on the battlefield. And it looks like their training is that of a regular unit. These guys was their first time seeing combat. Let them have it. Kennedy's men, prepare to fire. For an awfully long time. Alright, these men are moving back. There we go. Kennedy's men with a fresh volley there. That's looking beautiful. A lot of blue coats dropping. And of course, since they're going to actually have to move into position, we can target them with arty and keep on reloading. Prepare for another volley against them. They can get one more before they get another return shot. There we go. What you get for getting into Southern Territory, rebels. Excuse me, Federals. Gotta remember who I'm fighting for. I see the enemy retreating, guys. I mean, we are taking a look at the battlefield now. Just kind of scoping over. If we get him to fall back, well, then it's all going to be on the left side. This area has been relieved of the Yankee completely. Kennedy, one of the few commanders here that did not get hit, wounded, or killed. going to have to rush up. So we're going to do charges. And again, the only reason we're doing these is to start firing at the enemy. See, they've already got 2 of their units over here. So they're already preparing for what I expected, basically. Preparing for a push over here. 4 brigades. Yeah, that's going to be tough to beat, which is another reason we really have to knock out 2nd Brigade. We don't need a 5th one helping them out. All right, Courier is getting through the swamp. Guys, getting through the swamps with the Couriers is not easy. He's right there. Just now making it to that unit. Need additional manpower here. Yeah, we might have to bring Harrison's brigade back as well to hold the road. Let's do it. Whatever we have to do to win the battle. Come on, lay it on them. Stubborn Yankees not letting us get a shot on him. Come on now, boys. Okay, they've moved deep enough into the woods that our men are not even reacting to them anymore. We'll keep them here for now. Why not? Keep on trying to engage, of course, as best we can. I'm hoping that a lot of these units have already taken casualties. Looks like our artillery has done a number on them, and they've lost men during the fight as well. This first one, though, not a single man lost. Fire! Alright, they're back for more, I think. Alright, guys, in the interest of this battle, in the interest of my hard drive, I am going to pause here and do what I did last time, just edit and cut out the parts where we're not fighting and come back when we are fighting. Well, engagement has begun over here. It looks like the Yankees turn to face us, although at the same time you can see them marching down the road with 2nd Brigade. They know what they want. They know exactly what they want. And I'm trying to engage 2nd Brigade because we've got more men on the way to engage here. Not all of them are in the best shape. In fact, a whole lot of them over here are pretty much shattered. They're not going to fight. But we've got some men actually, as you can see over here, coming from the main battlefield. This area is completely destroyed. We did send 3rd Brigade running, or 2nd Brigade running, I should say. Portions of it anyway. Look at all the dead all across the field. It's just incredible, guys, what's happened here. This would have been one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War if it ever got to this point. Of course, the Union single-handedly beat the Confederacy very quickly. We're changing that. We are changing that. And you know what? I'm almost tempted to do a rebel charge here. In fact, if I could, I would. I can't. What I am going to try to do is just turn towards the enemy and engage. Fire at Van Dever's detachment. I think the enemy's too far away to cause any actual flank damage. You guys know what they're doing. Work. And it looks like Hardy and Blanchard are still alive. Hardy's only a colonel here. We're going to fire at Van Devers just because he's outflanked, so that's going to increase the damage we do, I'm sure. Let's see if we have anyone else close here. Oh, that's right. After beating them back, we can actually take Kennedy's men and send them over here. Let's do it. These guys are not doing anything at all. Come on now. Alright, we just need to move forward a bit. Right now, these guys are the ones holding the line. Old Hardy's, boys. quite quickly, guys. It could be that the battle actually ends. The sun is beginning to go down. This would be typically when the battle would stop. I wonder if it'll go to day 2 or just be resolved here. Look at that. That Yankee unit is wavering a bit. Definitely wavering a bit. But we're still not getting any shots with Blanchard. Close to holding off at least till nighttime, right? At least until nighttime. Maybe it goes into the next day, maybe not. Not sure why he was unable to fire. And that's going to be it. End of the day. Troops resupplied. Okay, let's deploy our forces. A very interesting situation here. Let's take Braxton Bragg. Stevenson. And hold off against the enemy, boys. Here we go. Let's hope this is enough. We brought just about everybody forward here just to engage the Federals. The battle shall be decided today. Hurrah! Let's go, boys! Here we go, guys. It has begun. Of course, that was fast. Blanchard losing men, you don't say. Make sure the enemy hasn't gotten sneaky and sent some units over here, but I don't think so. I think all of our men are going to be over in this area. Unfortunately, the guys that were retreating are not regaining any of their morale. Get up there, Henderson. And we've also got Harrison. Harrison and Henderson. Come on, boys. Keep it up. Keep it up. 3rd Brigade has taken tremendous casualties. I think just a few more volleys on them and they will break. Didn't even have time to get the wounded or the dead off the battlefield, guys. They just stayed there a whole night. Just imagine how many lives would be lost just because of that fact alone. Push forward. Here we go, guys. We are arriving on the battlefield. We're going to fast forward here just a little bit. Here. And there we go. It looks like another Union unit, the 3rd Brigade. Breaking and running, guys. Come on. Let's do it all across the battlefield. Make sure they're not getting behind us here. I don't think so. I think we hold the line. Look at this. They are stuck in all between us here. Our men can absolutely open fire from multiple directions. Let's get them. Come on now. Well, they are just tucking tail and running. This is shameful. Absolutely gosh darn shameful, boys. Well, that has to be a victory for us. We also have our cavalry back here. Let's bring our cavalry in and hopefully run the enemy down. Look at that. They are bringing in reinforcements over here on the right side. The sneaky, sneaky Union. And we are getting reinforcements ourselves to come in and hopefully assist us here. Just going to make sure he's charging so that they get to the battle really, really fast. And this is insane. This is going to be an entirely new battle, guys. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.